Arizona Cardinals 30, Carolina Panthers 36. And with that loss, we're officially out of the playoffs for yet another season. Another season that ends in disappointment. And we started off the season pretty well. We were exceeding expectations. I was so looking forward to seeing all the people who had predicted a horrible season for us having to eat their words after we make the playoffs and maybe make some noise in there. But of course, as a Cardinals fan, I can't be having those kinds of dreams, those illusions of grandeur. I just it's it shouldn't be a thing as a Cards fan. I should know better. But as far as how the game went, it was it was just a disaster. Of course, I mean the game was close, but it should have never been. It should have never been that close. We're fighting for a playoff spot, and they're fighting for Travis Hunter or whatever pick. I don't know if they have the pick or the Bears have it, but that they should not have shown that much more fight than us, especially to start the game off. We came in as favorites, and from the first drive, I just knew what we were headed for. I just knew it wasn't going to be easy. We got the ball after a kickoff penalty at the 40, really short field, and what do you know, 3 and out. Next thing you know, we're fighting our way back from down multiple scores. It wasn't until the second quarter when James Conner, our one and only saving grace, decided to put the team on his back like AI against the Lakers back in the day. It wasn't until he decided to do that, to step up and absolutely just run through the Panthers in the second quarter, that we finally woke up. Baker having to give a speech on the sideline. How about a speech to yourself? The guy got beat for a touchdown in coverage. I know he got paid and all. He's a great player, but when he's not making plays in the box, his coverage skills are average at best. That's just the fact of the matter. In coverage, he's not elite, and he's closer to average than most might think. So second quarter, at halftime, James Conner had more total yards than the entire Seahawks did in the first half. And you might be thinking, how is that even possible? How could they be up by so much? Is because of the penalties. Now, forget shooting ourselves in the foot. We just connected some TNT to it and just lit it up. Absolutely blew it up. Shooting ourselves in the foot would be an understatement. The way we had penalties coming up, just unprovoked penalties, pre snap penalties, just penalty after penalty in crucial spots, just killed us throughout the game. From start to finish, the penalties were there. Oh, first, I know heading into the game we were dealing with some injuries in the O line, and even our backup running backs. We had to go to our a guy from the practice squad after James Conner got hurt. He got hurt in the third, and that kind of slowed our momentum down. But still, we were able to make some plays, get back in the game. But I don't understand why it took James Conner going out for Kyler Murray to start using his feet. The whole first half, just check down, take it sacks, not use your feet. I don't understand that. I don't understand when he runs, he's effective, but he just doesn't want to. He'd rather throw it away or do a check down. This guy, the amount of check downs he had all game, he's got to be sponsored by Nike. I don't know, but he's doing a pretty good job of representing them. All these check downs, not even waiting for anything to develop downfield. And then, oh my God, this guy, I know all season I've been calling for the ball to be thrown to Marvin Harrison Jr. some more. But you know what? I finally, I get it. I get it now. I understand why the brother can't catch. 4th overall pick, he can't catch. Throwing it his direction, especially with a guy like J.C. Horn on him, it's just it didn't work for us. And he's been a disappointment. I went from him being inconsistent to just straight up disappointment. Final grade on the season, disappointment. There were never times where it's 3rd and long or 3rd and something, and we're looking for someone to make a play to bail us out. And I thought, you know what? Kyler's going to throw it to Marvin, and he's going to make a play. That was never the thought process, which is a shame considering he's a 4th overall pick. It's a shame. Hopefully next year's better. Because if not, oh, what a disappointment it would be. So in the game, we eventually somehow crawled back because, they're the Panthers. Bryce had a great game, but still, they're the Panthers. They're not an elite team just yet. Not even average just yet. But somehow we got ourselves in position to tie the game up. Chad Ryland drilled in like a 58-yard or something. Chad, I take back 20% of what I said about you a couple games ago. You might not be a complete scrub. You might have a shot with TLC. It's because when I saw the distance on that kick, I was like, season's done, right then and there. But drill the kick. Kudos to you, man. And we went to overtime, and what do you know? It was the Chuba Hubbard show continued. With a name like that, the Chuba Hubbard, this guy must have had collard greens and cornbread with every meal growing up. And it showed because this guy just ran right through us. Like he was running for freedom. Like we just couldn't stop the guy. And it was ultimately he had the game-winning run in overtime. But I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to the quarterbacks. It's a quarterback-driven league, and Bryce Young outplayed Kyle Murray today. It was simple as that. He outplayed him. I remember seeing a play in the 3rd quarter or so, 3rd or 4th, where Bryce just absolutely got destroyed, but right before that he let the ball go. It was on a crucial down, got drilled, and then got up smiling. I was like, there's no way Kyler makes that play. He either just goes to the ground, takes the sack, and even when he does, I would probably just get up and cuss out the lineman that let his guy get through. So Kyler got outplayed this game. I won't say about much, but at the end of the day, Bryce Young, a 2nd-year player, Kyler's a vet. He's just been consistently getting outplayed. Last week, against Drake May, was he really working with? A week before that, Geno Smith. Before that, getting outplayed by Sam Darnold. Before that, Geno Smith. I mean, how many times are we going to go into a game and really strongly feel that we have the better quarterback? At this point, there are not many instances, to be honest. And that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. So we're out of the playoffs yet again this season. Another disappointing season. And at this point, look, Kyler's probably closer to Daniel Jones than to a guy like Geno Smith. That's just I've been a big fan of Kyler since he came in, but one playoff appearance in six seasons. Come on, at a certain point, there has to be a divide, and it just seems like he's not that guy. He's just not that guy, and it's a very sad state to be in. But at some point, a change got to come. I know I sound like Sam Cooke right now, but I'm tired of seeing us getting cooked every season. Every season, we come in with some hope, and then it gets absolutely dashed. And as a Cardinals fan, it's just exhausting. disappointing. We had it all in our hands a couple weeks ago, and then just complete discombobulation. It's a shame, and the Cardinals fans deserve better.